I think I was like, what? I'm curious actually. 1829, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very old brewery, and that's not easy to find here in Texas. It's easier to find that here in Texas than it is Shiner there.
Yeah.
But we once had this one local beer from the Harrisburg area that tasted like bacon. That shit was amazing.
You remember what it was called?
I wish.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm kind of curious now. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it was
Because
good.
I'm not too familiar with the. Because I mean, I live like an hour away from Harrisburg, so that's not too far. But I'm not too familiar with like a lot of the local beers around.
Yeah,
Like,
we had to plan. I lived far away from you enough that we always had to plan anytime I would head out there.
yeah. It isn't really too far away, honestly. But I mean, it's like in like an hour or so. I mean, it's near Hershey as well. Because we go to Hershey a lot. It's near Harrisburg. It's like in like a like the central like eastern portion of Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Like in between like Philadelphia.
I only really went to Philadelphia once or twice. I went to Pittsburgh a couple times too.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went there once, like a long time ago, like for an anime convention.
The first time I went to Philadelphia, we drove there and back in one day so we could go see Kevin Smith.
Oh, like stand up?
Yeah, he was touring, and he was with Scott Mosier, who was the producer on a bunch of his films. He's got a, a podcast called Smodcast, which he has been doing with Scott Mosier for a long time. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to travel around the country, and I'm going to do that like live. And we saw that.
Pretty cool. I would have loved to see that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, I mean, I went to Philadelphia like I think like 3 or 4 times. I went there to see like Cannibal Corpse and other like death metal bands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I mainly went there for concerts and whatnot. Like we stayed at the Lowe's Hotel downtown, and shit like that. It's a pretty dirty ass city, honestly, in my opinion. But I mean, it is Philadelphia.
The city of brotherly shove.
Yeah, really. But I mean, it is cool. Like it is cool experiencing those cities. I mean, like we came across like 3 like piles of shit walking on the sidewalk in Philadelphia.
Gross.
So it's always interesting.
Yeah.
I gotta say. Like Pittsburgh. I mean, we weren't really downtown in Pittsburgh. I mean, we were like at some hotel for some anime convention, like 2008. It was a while ago.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's a really like the baseball stadium in Pittsburgh is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Oh, the Pirate Stadium.
Yeah, the Pirates have a very nice stadium. I've always wanted to go there, and I never got to.
'Cause I remember seeing it in the distance because we weren't really downtown, honestly, at the time. But like, I mean, I remember seeing the stadium. I remember seeing the Steelers Stadium as well. Like from like a distance, anyway. Because I mean, I was like in 6th grade at the time.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool though. Because I mean, like Pittsburgh is like out west, but that's like Western Pennsylvania. Like Philadelphia is the exact opposite, like very regionally.
Yeah. What's one thing that surprised me about Pennsylvania was just how many fucking rednecks live there.
Yeah,
Like it's generally thought of as a northern state, so people don't think of it as a place called Pennsylvania. Like a northern state is a place where there'd be a bunch of rednecks, but holy crap, there's so many in Pennsylvania.
It's Pennsyltucky. It's all about the Pennsyltucky pride.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
and I don't like. I grew up in Texas, redneck central, so I'm not trying to say that to insult these people, but you know,
it's a red state. It's a really red state. Other than the fucking cities, the cities make it a blue state all the time. But like, it is a very like the rural parts of Pennsylvania are very red. Like they've always been red. I mean, my town's red. I mean, I grew up in like rural Pennsylvania my whole life. It's like basically like the entire southern part of Pennsylvania is just red and redneck as hell.
Yeah, you live in a. Your area is pretty gorgeous though. Like you live in a really nice looking area, PA.
Yeah, like the mountains everywhere. Like I mean, I live right beside the Appalachian Mountains, and we live in a valley. Technically a valley. Like we live between two mountains. There's a bunch of like towns in between, obviously, but
yeah, I always loved like the drive there because you drive through the countryside and shit. It was really pretty.
It's really cool. Yeah, that's one cool thing about like Pennsylvania. There's a lot of mountains. I mean, obviously out west. I mean, the Midwest is just flat as fuck anyway. Like for the most part. I mean, Texas has its moments. I mean, I would imagine. I never seen Texas other than the airport.
There's like 5 climates here. It's so goddamn big.
Yeah.
I'm not joking about that either. There really is. There's at least 4 climates in Texas. It's nuts.
It's just hot. Like it's just like hot most of the time.
Yes, there's a lot. Like it was like 90 degrees, and we haven't even hit June the other day.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But do you ever see snow in general?
Usually we'll get snow like one day a year, and it usually doesn't stick.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Because I know up north here in Pennsylvania, like it really does.
You get tons of snow, like
yeah,
holy shit! And even then, you don't get as much snow as like Cleveland.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It's gotta be pretty jarring for somebody like people down south. Don't like some people don't like people in Florida don't never even see snow. Like, sometimes like their whole life. It's so rare in like Florida. Like I mean Texas, it occurs sometimes, of course.
Yeah.
I think cutscene here. Or not a cutscene, but like an in-game horror moment. But it's kind of weird to think that some people don't never see snow their whole life.
Yeah.
Like people like down south. Like up north is so common.
Yeah, there you get hella snow there. I can't go that way. Okay, I want to make sure I don't burn the shit out of myself.
Yeah. I think I'll be fine on these like dream sequences. I always kind of assumed you never lose health in these sequences.
I mean, if I remember right, if those guys touch you, they can kill you.
Yeah, those enemies actually take health away.
Like they take 1 bullet to get rid of, but
yeah, they're pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah, but it has been weird up here like recently because we've been getting snow in fucking like April. Like we've been getting snow like later and later.
I'm glad I didn't use a. I thought about using
free health,
topping off my health. I'm glad I didn't do that now.
Yeah, really.
Because I got the health pack. Yeah, you get like. I remember one time it snowed so deep that on the side of the road you could get snow all the way up to the fucking knee. And
oh
like,
yeah,
Jesus Christ! I've never seen this much fucking snow. I never want to dig my car out of snow ever again.
It's fucking it's pretty ridiculous. You gotta get like hot water and throw it on your fucking windshield and get the frost off. Yeah, it gets pretty bad up here sometimes. Like,
I remember having to call work one time. It's like, I'm going to be late because I need to spend a lot of time digging my fucking car out of snow.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, you're not used to... I mean, you grew up in Texas your whole life. I mean, you moved... When did you move to Harrisburg? Originally?
Like 2009.
Yeah, like because you're not used to snow like that. I mean, it's
Yeah,
pretty.
technically, was. Originally lived in a town called Lemoyne, which is I was literally right across the river from Harrisburg, though. Like I could walk to Harrisburg from where I lived.
Oh, I know what you mean. I mean, like after a while, I get kind of used to it, but
Why is there blood all over the goddamn ceiling?
a good question.
Look at that. Jesus.
God, good lord. Oh,
Okay,
that's right.
you're not shooting me.
I don't see any bullet holes. There's no brass lying around either. These guys didn't fire a shot. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, buddy, get moving. Metal's gotta be close.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be a while before we kill Fettel. So
Oh yeah, it's like the end of the game, pretty much.
yeah, and he doesn't even try to fight you, if I remember right.
He doesn't even. Yeah, you don't even kill him really.
I mean, he does die, and then he comes back as like a ghost in a later game or something.
Yeah, the end of this game's actually it's kind of cool. Like the very end's kind of interesting.
That's
too.
one more interval beaten. How much longer do you want to go?
Nah, we can see how. I mean, maybe we can play through a little bit of the next one.
I should have read that, and I didn't do it.
Because we.
Did you see the glitch? Did you see the glitch?
Oh shit! What was it?
The shotgun was off to the side. He was holding out his hand, and the shotgun was off to the side of it.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Minor glitch. Doesn't hurt anything, but just kind of funny.
Yeah, we've been going for like what, an hour and 10 minutes. I have a stopwatch right now. I timed it.
Yeah, an hour 12 according to this.
Let me see how this goes.
I saw you, jackass. Where are you? Where the fuck did he go? I know he was here.
Two medkits, like right there. Like, goddamn, this game really is generous with the medkits.
Yeah, thank God, because it's also pretty tough at times.
Yeah.
Especially
Are you playing on like normal difficulty?
Yeah, I'm just playing on normal.
It's kind of funny because I played the second one first. I actually beat the second one first and then played the first one.
And then you went, holy crap, the first one's better.
I definitely, yeah, the first one is definitely better, like without a doubt. Because I played the first one on like I played the second one on 360 first. I mean, it is a good game. The second one is a good game, honestly. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that to insult the second one. Just the first one is such a horror masterpiece.
It's like, yeah, the horror is definitely a lot better in the first game. The second game doesn't really. I mean, the second game has horror elements in it, but it's just not as.
That school is creepy as fuck, though.
The school's really good.
The school is really good horror in the second one.
Yeah, that's. I think that's probably the best level in the game. I think, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, like, it also has a good ending too, and.
With the main character essentially gets raped by Alma.
Yeah.
How else would you describe it?
Any good story has rape in it, apparently. But
well, it's a male getting,
it's
by a
weirder.
woman. So
yeah, it's even weirder. Like a fucking like a J horror ghost of all things is fucking raping you. But like she basically like at the end of the spoilers anyway, for like a game that's old as hell. But like you just at the very end of the game, like she like takes her hand and puts it on her stomach, like just to
and
like the
indication is that she's pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see the scene. Like, you don't actually see you don't see the scene or anything like that. But it just insinuates. I mean, it has like surrealistic moments and whatnot.
Yeah,
Just like this
it
game.
tells you that that's what Alma did without actually showing it to you. Thank God. I do not want to see that.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it either.
Have I mentioned how much I love the audio of this game? Like, the guns sound amazing. And if you've watched my Halo reviews, you know I'm a stickler for how guns sound in video games. Like, I want them to sound badass. And in this game, they sound extremely fucking badass.
Yeah, like, half the reason why the guns are satisfying is like because of the sounds they make. And, like, the sounds. And like Fear really does that really well.
The ass fuck of the century, huh?
Yeah.
That's what Harlan said. Whatever that means. Harlan Wade. If I remember right, he owns Armacan, doesn't he? I saw you, jackass. Oh, there's his severed arm. I love that this weapon severs arms. It's so cool.
Gives you throwbacks to Soldier of Fortune.
Which is an awesome game. You can totally buy that on GOG now, which I really appreciate. And I would recommend you guys do go buy the first one. It's from what's the name of the company?
Good question.
Raven Software.
Raven, definitely, yeah.
Who was a very good first-person shooter developer before they got permanently placed in the Call of Duty salt mines.
Yeah. Because they're actually pretty underrated, like, first-person shooter developer up until then. In my opinion, anyway. Soldier of Fortune, Wolfenstein 2009.
Hexen, Heretic.
Hexen, Hexen, definitely.
Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, Star Trek's. They did a Star Trek FPS as well, called Elite Force.
Oh, I didn't even know about that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I forgot they did that Jedi Outcast.
Yeah, they did Jedi Outcast and Jedi. They also did X-Men Legends, I think.
Oh, was that first person too?
No, it's like top down, like hack and slash kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
With X-Men characters, so you get the cool X-Men powers and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Speaking of which, I've been watching through the X-Men movies again, and the first two X-Men and X2 X-Men United are still really fucking good flicks.
But I don't think I've ever seen the movies from start to finish. I mean, I've seen parts. I've seen parts of like the first two. That's about it, really.
Yeah, the first two are absolutely worth your time. They're very good flicks.
Because they were pretty early comic book movies at the time. Because comic book movies weren't really big at the time.
Yeah, the first two were written by David Hayter, who voiced Solid Snake.
Oh, yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. Because he wasn't doing his voice at the time, I don't think.
No, I think he was.
How long
Because he
was-
started.
oh, he was?
He started voicing him in 1998, and I think the first one was
Metal Gear Solid.
2001. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only one that where he didn't voice Snake was in Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, and the Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
And there is an in-canon reason why. I'm not going to spoil that plot twist, but the game gives you a reason why in that game, why he's a different voice. And I'm not going to say what it is.
Like, other than the fact that he was fired.
Well, Kojima was fired.
Everyone was fired. Fucking Konami's a bunch of assholes now.